Everybody, this is your boy Ralphie, here on Triple Threat Thursday, um, and of course, always bringing you the new, latest gaming news and just topical conversations for this week. As always, I have my two pals, XP Street
XP Street
Justice.
Justice.
Next be
And,
Trip.
yep, thank you. Um, and this week we have once again our special guest, Justin.
Hello.
Um, this week we're going to be briefly talking about the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare trailer video that came out, and also some interesting news about Destiny that came out.
That's coming out.
Yeah, that's coming out. Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome. Always
Knew-
I'm always there for
knew
you.
you're here for a
Always,
good reason.
always cleaning up all your kills. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I know, right?
Wait, hold on. Aren't you Mr. Hexby Assist over there, Street Justice?
Hey, putting shots on everybody.
Touching-
Everybody.
touching
touching
everyone.
McCutcheon.
Okay,
Touching
we may need to edit that out because that is ridiculous.
Anyway,
Guys have been living under a rock.
I know I have.
Have not heard of this game, Destiny, that's coming out. It's made by Bungie Studios. Same Bungie Studios that made the entire Halo franchise up till Halo 4, which was 343. It's also comprised of loosely the Infinity Ward guys, after they had a falling out with the whole Call of Duty series. It is basically a sci-fi version of Borderlands where you can run around with your friends, and it's got MMORPG-esque aspects where you level, you gain loot, but it still has that Halo look to it.
first-person shooter-ish feel.
The first-person shooter, exactly, with some cool special effects and some ability powers that you have there. The rumblings that I've heard is the budget for this, the advertising budget, is $500 million. Yes, you heard the number right. $500 million.
What?
$500 million in marketing budget for Bungie Studios for Destiny. And this is huge because it is up there, if not the highest marketing budget for a console-only game. Okay, this is not
Console shooter game at that.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
not
this is-
even their popular type.
That's like like a budget for a straight up movie.
It is.
It's maybe more than movie. I don't know. Like that's ridiculous. $500 million.
It is out there. And I wanted to get an opinion. I think that is good in a way. It's obviously increasing. Shows increasing demand for these types of games, and the quality of games that are going to be produced. But in order for them to break even on this, they have to sell 15 to 16 million copies just to break their marketing budget on that. So I want to get you guys' take on this information and how it pertains to Destiny overall.
I think that is just ridiculous. Not ridiculous in a bad way, but just ridiculous. Like holy smokes, that's a lot of money spent on advertising. So what they're doing is they're saying that hey, I got I got a big one. Come, you better get your ticket and get in line to come see it. And it's one of those like if you're gonna be hollering like that, then you better sure as hell well be backing it up and not just spitting a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying, talk is cheap. And like having a big marketing budget is cheap, so like they have to succeed, they have no choice but to have a bomb ass game behind that kind of budget.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I definitely do agree that. But to put this in perspective, because I honestly believe if this game is as good as it looks and as everyone's talking about it, while my voice just cracked, my apologies. I think they can easily make that money back within the first couple days. Call of Duty itself hit $1 billion in the first week. If Call of Duty can do that, and that's a repetitive game that comes out every week, same
Every
game.
week?
Oh,
Every week.
every year. My
Pretty
bad.
much
every week.
My bad. My apologies.
Damn, they're making a new one often.
But if Call of Duty comes out every year and it's pretty much the exact same game, I know I'm gonna get some flack for that because it pretty much is. If Call of Duty can hit $1 billion in a week, I have faith that Destiny can definitely do it.
Now, here's my next question to you guys, and Justin. You think that Destiny will be the quote-unquote COD killer?
The new It game.
You think it can be a COD killer?
I don't think it will be at all. I think it's a whole different genre, and I'm pretty sure that it makes sense to me to put out this money, right? Because this is a whole new IP, intellectual property. It's Bungie. Bungie has rode Halo for more than 10 years, put out all kinds of stuff and made it back. So I think that what Activision is trying to do with this, and it's Activision, so they have deep pockets. I think that they are trying to get people to buy this and invest in a new IP, and maybe it doesn't all come back at once, or maybe it does, but over the second version, right? Destiny 2, Destiny 3, Destiny 4. If they can get people hooked on this first one, I think they'll get the money back, and I think that's what their strategy is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those, they're trying to start another legacy.
Oh yeah, I definitely do agree, but I'm not gonna make a full statement if it's a COD killer or not until I can see more.
I think we have to see more at E3. Once it comes out in E3, I think we get to see a little bit more. This year, I think we can kind of start to justify our statements.
I got one comment as far as the whole, is it a COD killer? And I hear some voices, not gonna mention any names, but they're saying, well, it's not in the same ballpark. It's a future, you know what I'm saying, a futuristic sci-fi-ish, you know what I'm saying, game where you're hopping around and, you know what I'm saying, running around and acting a fool with all these like abilities and crazy weapons. With the looks of the new Call of Duty that's coming out, you're talking very similar, like at the end of the day, minus some makeup and some different, you know what I'm saying, costumes, you're talking about some very similar setups as far as like these next couple games coming out, as far as what the games will be able to do.
And that was a great transition, Kevin. Talking about the COD killer, the current FPS king of the block, if you will. The new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video just recently came out. I want to get you guys' impressions on what you guys saw in the video, and where do you think it's actually going to potentially lead to when the game releases?
Alright, I guess I'll start it off. I'm actually quite excited about that new trailer. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's a new Call of Duty's Advanced Warfare. Am I gonna buy it? Yes, I am. Am I gonna play it? Of course I'm gonna play it. I'm a Call of Duty player. I'm a competitive player. This is what I do. I'm excited for what it's bringing. I'm not gonna get overly excited off of just a trailer because I don't want to be all hyped up about it and then be extremely disappointed. But with that being said, in my opinion, everyone's I have to put this out there. Everyone's, oh, but it looks exactly like Titanfall. It looks exactly like Titanfall. Everyone thought Titanfall was Call of Duty killer, and it wasn't. And I'm gonna get flack for that, but I don't care. This game does not look. The new trailer, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, does not look like Titanfall. If anything, it looks like Crysis. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think that from what I saw, my personal opinion of this new Call of Duty that's coming out, to me, it had similarities from the standard Call of Duty type setup, your Titanfall setup with the, you know what I'm saying, big machinery and whatnot running around, the real fast-paced, action-based gameplay it looked like. Also with the futuristic feel of like your Halo type game, but then it also had, like you said, Trip, as far as like a Borderlands-y type feel and look to it. So I think it's gonna be, I think it's definitely gonna be different from any COD that we've seen so far. And I just say, hey, it's time for some drastic change, and I'm glad to see something different. Because Ghost, it got to the point where it's like, I'm tired of the same Call of Duty, like the same general movements and how you do stuff. So
I just hope it doesn't go into a so futuristic it becomes a Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, where you have special abilities that just in the game and in the fun completely, because we all do have these opinions towards the game, and most of them are for us skewed to a certain extent because we are competitive players. We would like to see a out-the-box competitive Call of Duty, or game in general, but we know that these studios cannot produce an out-the-box competitive game and make money off of them, because you have to go to a wider group of people that play for casual. And we talked briefly about it, but you always see a new vehicle in the Call of Duty trailers. That always is the first trailer that drops, and I hope that the trend stays the same since World at War, where you cannot get in a vehicle and roam around the map in multiplayer, because World at War was that way with tanks, and it got very annoying very fast.
And that's why also Titanfall is not competitive.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do like the fact that Kevin Spacey is in the trailer and plays a big part. I do like that. So,
Right. And
Boy
before
from House of Cards.
right now, House of Cards is huge, and he's huge in that. But before that, I've always considered Kevin Spacey to be one of the more underrated actors. And I'm pretty sure that this game, the single player, the campaign, the story, is going to be driven by Kevin Spacey. You need an evil villain, you need someone to fight against, and I think that's where it's going. And as far as, if it's going to be competitive or not, I guess we're going to have to wait and see who actually does the multiplayer from it. Generally, multiplayer and single player are split into two different teams, and this is going to be Sledgehammer's first time. Are they just doing single player, basically? These are the two guys, by the way, from Dead Space. They worked for Visceral Games and Dead Space, so they got thrown into Modern Warfare 3 when Vincent and Jason left. So basically, are they just going to be doing the single player? Are they going to be doing the multiplayer? How's that going to be different? We're just going to have to see.
yeah, that's some great topics there, and some great conversation points. We want to hear from you guys. Comment on the
video below
the video. Hit us up on our Twitters; they'll be listed. Subscribe to the videos, of course. That way, you guys can keep on getting the same great content that we produce every week. And we hope to hear from you guys, because you guys are what really fuel us to make better videos and throw out these videos in the first place. So I think that about wraps this up for this week, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, so signing off, I'm HXG Ralphie.
It's your boy Hexby Trip.
The boy Hexp Street Justice.
And HXG Justin.
Peace.
Have a good day.
Peace. Have a good day.